still in Junior's life. No, I'm in his life through spirit and prayer because his mother has refused to have any contact with me. And she won't have no contact with John unless she have the same kind of contact that he have with Jaden. And I don't think they get along enough like that. And they not... The only reason that John and Jaden can get along like that is because I'm in their business. And because... and that's the God's honest truth. They both know it. Jaden and John get along that because I'm big mama in their business. Callie and her baby daddies get along like this because I'm big mama and I'm in their business. If she not fucking with her baby daddy, I'm fucking with him still. I still go take Carter, call, have Carter call, whatever. Big mama supposed to be in your business for a reason.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab your popcorn, silence the group chats, and prepare yourselves because the internet just witnessed another episode of a reality show that somehow isn't even on television. Yes, the never-ending drama surrounding Chrisean, Rock, Blueface, and the entire extended Chaos family just got a brand new plot twist. And this time the person stepping into the spotlight is none other than Karlissa, Blueface's mother, the woman who has never exactly been known for staying quiet when things get messy. According to what's now blowing up across social media, Karlissa is claiming something that has the internet raising eyebrows so high they might touch the Wi-Fi signal. She says Blueface hasn't been able to see his own son, and according to her, the reason behind it involves Chrisean, Rock, and somehow Jaden Alexis to dot. Yes, you heard that correctly. This situation now has more moving parts than a soap opera written by people who drink 5 cups of coffee before breakfast. And once Karlissa opened her mouth about the situation, the internet exploded faster than a celebrity Twitter feud during the BET Awards. Because the moment those words hit social media, everyone started asking the same question. If you've been anywhere near social media lately, then you already know. The saga involving Chrisean, Rock, Blueface, and their entire orbit of family drama moves faster than a Twitter argument during an awards show. Every few weeks, the internet thinks the story might calm down, and then boom, another twist appears that sends everyone running back to their phones like it's the season finale of a reality show. This time, the spotlight landed on Karlissa, Blueface's mother, who has never exactly been known for staying quiet when things get complicated. If there's tension in the air, Karlissa usually shows up with a microphone, a strong opinion, and just enough blunt honesty to make the internet gasp. So when she finally spoke about the situation involving Blueface and his son, people immediately stopped scrolling because, according to Karlissa, there's a serious issue happening behind the scenes. She suggested that Blueface hasn't been able to see his son and that the situation somehow connects back to ongoing tension with Chrisean, Rock, the moment that claim began circulating online. Social media reacted like someone just dropped a plot twist in the middle of a celebrity soap opera. At first, the internet responded with confusion. People replayed clips, read captions twice, and tried to figure out exactly what Karlissa meant. Because when a statement like that hits social media, it instantly raises 100 questions. What actually happened between everyone involved? Is this a misunderstanding, a deeper conflict, or just another chapter in a long-running public feud? And if you know anything about internet culture, you know the next step was inevitable. Within minutes, speculation spread faster than gossip in a high school hallway. TikTok creators began posting reaction videos, YouTube commentators started breaking down every detail, and Twitter turned into a battlefield of opinions. Some viewers believed Karlissa was simply speaking as a concerned grandmother. In their eyes, her comments were less about drama and more about frustration. Family conflicts involving children can be emotional and complicated, and supporters argued that she might just be expressing how difficult the situation feels from her perspective. But the internet rarely settles on one interpretation. While one group was defending Karlissa's perspective, another group immediately started questioning the claim. Critics pointed out that situations involving co-parenting often have layers the public never sees. They argued that social media rarely shows the full picture, and that statements made online can sometimes spark misunderstandings, And then there were the viewers who weren't taking sides at all. They were simply watching the situation unfold, like it was the latest episode of a reality show they couldn't stop following. Because let's be honest, the ongoing story surrounding Chrisean Rock and Blueface has become one of the most talked about internet sagas in recent years. Every few months, a new moment appears that sends the internet into detective mode. Live stream, clips, social media posts, reactions from family members, the storyline constantly evolves in public view. It's the kind of celebrity narrative that keeps people glued to their screens because nobody knows what the next twist will be. Karlissa's comments instantly became the latest twist. As soon as gossip pages started reposting her words, the situation exploded across platforms. Instagram blogs shared screenshots of the statements with dramatic captions. TikTok accounts stitched together clips with commentary and reaction faces. And Twitter users began posting hot takes faster than anyone could keep track of. One viral tweet joked that the Blueface and Chrisean storyline now has more plot twists than an entire season of reality television. Another person wrote that the situation feels like a family group chat that somehow got leaked to the entire internet. The humor spread quickly, but underneath the jokes was genuine curiosity. People wanted to understand what was really happening. Behind the scenes, family conflicts involving children always draw stronger reactions from the public because the stakes feel higher. Viewers weren't just watching celebrity drama anymore, they were trying to make sense of a complicated personal situation. Meanwhile, fan communities started forming their own theories about the situation. Some believed the tension between Chrisean Rock and others in Blueface's circle had been building for a long time. Others suggested the comments might be part of a larger disagreement that the public hasn't fully seen yet, of course. Speculation like that only adds fuel to the internet fire. The more theories people share, the more the conversation grows. Before long, the original statement becomes just the starting point for endless debates. And that's exactly what happened here. Within hours, the story had reached thousands of viewers across multiple platforms. Reaction channels began analyzing the situation like it was a courtroom case. Meme pages turned the drama into viral jokes. Comment sections filled up with arguments, support messages, and long threads of speculation. Some people criticized the situation entirely, saying that family issues should stay private and not become part of social media conversations. Others argued that once public figures talk about their personal lives online, those topics inevitably become public discussion. In the middle of all those opinions, one thing became clear. Karlissa's comments had opened the door to a much bigger conversation about the relationships surrounding Blueface and Chrisean Rock, and if history has shown anything about this particular storyline, it's that when one person speaks up, someone else usually responds, because in the unpredictable world of internet celebrity drama, silence rarely lasts long. And as the reactions kept pouring in and the debates grew louder, the internet started wondering something else entirely. Once Karlissa's comments started circulating across the internet, the situation didn't stay quiet for long. In fact, the story grew louder by the hour. Gossip blogs, reaction channels, and social media commentators all jumped into the conversation like reporters covering a breaking news story. Suddenly, what began as one statement had transformed into a full-blown internet debate. TikTok creators were among the first to react. Within minutes, clips discussing Karlissa's comments started appearing on timelines everywhere. Some creators broke down the situation like investigators, replaying the statements and offering their own theories about what might be happening behind the scenes. Others reacted with pure shock, shaking their heads and saying the situation was getting more complicated by the day. YouTube commentators quickly joined the discussion as well. Reaction videos popped up analyzing the timeline of events between Blueface, Chrisean Rock, and the surrounding circle of family members. These videos treated the situation like a puzzle, trying to piece together the bigger picture from the statements and reactions that had already surfaced online. Meanwhile, Twitter turned into a whirlwind of opinions. One moment people were posting serious takes about co-parenting and family disputes, and the next moment someone would drop a meme comparing the situation to a reality TV storyline with endless plot twists. The mixture of serious discussion and humor made the conversation feel chaotic, but it also kept the topic trending. One popular tweet joked that the entire situation now has more twists than a full season of reality television. Another user wrote that the internet should start keeping a timeline chart just to track who said what and when. The humor might have been exaggerated, but it reflected how complicated the public narrative had become. As the debate continued, fans began forming distinct sides. Some people supported Karlissa, believing she was speaking up out of concern for her son and grandchild. They argued that family members sometimes feel the need to express frustration when communication breaks down behind the scenes. From their perspective, her comments were simply a grandmother sharing how she felt about the situation. Others defended Chrisean Rock, saying the public doesn't know the full details of what happens privately between parents. They pointed out that co-parenting situations can be extremely complex and emotional. According to this group, outsiders should be careful about jumping to conclusions based on social media statements. Then there was a third group, the internet spectators who weren't trying to defend anyone at all. They were simply fascinated by how the story kept unfolding in real time. For them, the entire situation felt like an ongoing drama series that updates itself through live streams, posts, and reaction videos. What made the conversation even more intense was how quickly new voices began joining in. Influencers, bloggers, and online personalities started sharing their opinions about the situation. Some expressed concern about how family conflicts can escalate when they play out publicly on social media. Others treated the story like entertainment, discussing it the way sports analysts break down a big game. This blend of serious commentary and internet humor kept the story circulating across platforms. Meme pages began creating images about the situation, exaggerating the idea that the saga surrounding Blueface and Chrisean Rock has become one of the internet's longest-running celebrity dramas. One meme compared the story to a television series that never gets canceled because there's always another episode. Despite the jokes, many viewers were genuinely curious about what might happen next in situations involving public figures. One statement rarely ends the conversation. Instead, it usually invites responses from other people connected to the story. And in this particular case, the internet had already seen multiple family members speak out about various issues in the past. That history made people wonder whether more reactions might be coming. Would Chrisean Rock respond to the claims directly? Would Blueface address the situation himself? Or would another member of the extended circle step forward with their own perspective? The uncertainty kept viewers glued to their screens. Every new post, comment, or reaction had the potential to add another layer to the story. Social media. Users began refreshing their feeds constantly, waiting to see if someone involved in the situation would speak up. Another factor fueling the conversation was the emotional weight of the topic. Discussions about parenting and family relationships tend to resonate strongly with audiences. People often connect these stories to their own experiences or opinions about how conflicts should be handled. Because of that, the debate surrounding Karlissa's comments became about more than just celebrity gossip. Some users started talking about the challenges of co-parenting in general. Others discussed how social media can amplify family disagreements in ways that make resolution more difficult, even with those serious discussions taking place. The unpredictable nature of internet culture remained obvious. At any moment, the tone could shift from thoughtful analysis to humorous exaggeration. That combination of drama, debate, and comedy kept the story circulating across timelines for hours. By the time the dust started settling, one thing was clear. Karlissa's comments had reignited public attention around a story that already fascinated millions of viewers. What might have been a private disagreement had now become another headline in the ongoing saga involving Blueface and Chrisean Rock. And Just when people thought the conversation might start fading, a new question began spreading across social media. As the debate around Karlissa's comments continued spreading across the internet, the situation slowly started shifting from pure speculation into something much bigger. What began as a single statement had turned into a full discussion about family dynamics, social media exposure, and the strange way celebrity conflicts unfold in public. For many viewers, the biggest question wasn't just about what Karlissa said, it was about what might happen next. Because when a situation like this becomes a trending topic online, responses rarely stay quiet for long. People connected to the story eventually speak, clarify, or react, and every new reaction has the potential to spark another wave of conversation. That uncertainty kept the internet watching closely. Fans refreshed their timelines, checked gossip pages, and followed updates from influencers discussing the situation. Every post related to the topic attracted thousands of comments. Within minutes, some viewers were looking for confirmation of Karlissa's claims, while others were waiting to hear from the people directly involved. At the same time, the situation began shaping how the public viewed the relationships between the individuals connected to the story. Social media often simplifies complicated personal dynamics into headlines and short clips. But real family conflicts rarely fit neatly into a single narrative. Some commentators pointed out that disagreements involving parenting are often emotionally complex. When multiple people are connected through relationships, friendships, or past conflicts, misunderstandings can escalate quickly. In situations like this, even small disagreements can turn into larger disputes once they reach public platforms. For Chrisean, the moment added another layer to the public narrative surrounding her life. Over the past few years, her name has frequently appeared in viral headlines related to relationships, personal conflicts, and social media debates. Supporters often argue that those headlines don't always show the full picture of what she's experiencing behind the scenes. For critics, the story reinforced their perception that the ongoing drama surrounding the situation continues to unfold in unpredictable ways. They believe that when personal matters become part of public discussion, every statement and reaction adds another chapter to the narrative. Blueface's role in the situation also became part of the conversation. Fans and commentators began wondering whether he would address the claims himself. In past situations involving public controversy, responses from people directly involved have sometimes changed the tone of the conversation entirely. That possibility kept the internet curious. If Blueface responded, it could provide new details that might confirm or challenge the assumptions already circulating online. But until any direct response appeared, the conversation remained driven mostly by speculation and interpretation. Meanwhile, the wider audience continued analyzing the situation from different perspectives. Some people focused on the importance of keeping family matters private, arguing that public discussions can sometimes make resolution more difficult. Others believe that once a story becomes public, open conversations about it are unavoidable. These debates revealed something interesting about modern internet culture. Social media has transformed the way audiences interact with celebrity lives. Instead of observing from a distance, viewers now participate in discussions, share opinions, and sometimes even influence the direction of public narratives. Despite the intensity of the conversation, some viewers took a step back and reflected on how often stories like this appear in modern celebrity culture. Family disagreements, relationship conflicts, and personal misunderstandings have always existed. What's changed is the speed and scale at which those stories now spread online. The Chrisean and Blueface saga has become one of the most widely followed examples of that phenomenon. Every new update, reaction, or rumor can quickly evolve into a trending discussion. For audiences who follow celebrity news closely, the story often feels like a continuing series with new episodes appearing unexpectedly. Karlissa's comments simply became the latest chapter in that series. Even after the initial wave of reactions slowed down, the conversation didn't disappear entirely. Some discussions continued in comment sections, where people shared opinions about parenting, relationships, and the impact of social media on personal conflicts. And that brings the situation back to the same question that started the conversation in the first place. What really happens next? If the past has taught the internet anything, it's that stories involving public figures rarely end with a single statement. New reactions, responses, or clarifications can appear at any time. When they do, the cycle of attention begins again, drawing audiences back into the conversation. For now, the internet remains in that familiar state of waiting, watching timelines, scanning headlines, and wondering whether another twist might appear in the story. And there you have it, another chapter in the never-ending internet saga that somehow keeps getting wilder every time we think the story might calm down. One comment turns into a viral debate, one reaction sparks 1,000 opinions, and suddenly the entire internet is sitting there like a live studio audience waiting for the next update. But now we want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about Karlissa speaking out on this situation? Do you believe she's simply defending her son? Or do you think there's a much bigger story behind everything happening between Chrisean, Blueface, and the people around them? And if you enjoyed this breakdown of the latest celebrity chaos, go ahead and smash that like button like it owes you money. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the next viral story when it drops. Because here at Celeb SYNC, we keep you locked into the wildest celebrity drama, the biggest internet debates, and the stories everyone else is whispering about.